Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hi guys, it's your Pontiff, ArchieLuxury, on the Pluta channel. Today guys, I am doing a paid review. This is paid review 21QB7. This here is for JJ. No, not the JJ from the live stream, but another JJ. He wants me to review his collection. Before we do this, let's do a quick wristwatch check, and I'm wearing a Z Blue Milgauss. Dear Paul, my name's JJ. I'm 28 years old and bought all my watches within the last 2 years. I came into a large amount of money quite rapidly as a result of highly successful investments. Therefore, I fear I might have been too impatient and hasty selecting some of my pieces. Or perhaps I missed some important aspects of a strong collection. That said, even though some of my choices may be idiosyncratic or even unfashionable, in some ways, e.g. diamond Rolexes are considered passé in some circles, I enjoy every piece in its own right. I would be grateful for your thoughts on my current watches. Would you get rid of any pieces to make the collection more compact, or maybe add anything to round it off? For example, an Omega Speedmaster. I wonder if I have too many Grand Seikos, and I'd quite like to add a Jaguar LeCoultre JLC or a Patek. I worry that my collection doesn't quite gel together. Is it too random? Eclectic? Thanks in advance for your thoughts. I've enjoyed your videos for years, and your opinions on watches are rarely wrong. Thus, I brace myself to hear what you have to say. Watches in order, left to right, top to bottom. Final three in separate images. Okie dokie. So, guys, we've got a bit of a winner chicken dinner. 28 years old. That's quite young in the wristwatch fraternity. Very, very young indeed there. He's got a bit of a collection. I'm just going to pull it up on my teleprompter here because I like to just see. I love to see. Okay. Okie dokie. So let's go through this and we will talk about it. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we've got a stainless steel Grand Seiko SBGR 261 with alligator strap. Love the creamy dial of this one. Not captured well in the photo. Okay. I can see it. What do I think of it? Look, it's a very traditional Grand Seiko. I quite like it. Nice date window at 3. Nice traditional Grand Seiko hands. I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. I quite like it. I like the aesthetics, the steel watch head on a leather strap. It reminds me of Omega watches from the 60s. You'd see like a stainless steel head on a leather strap. So I quite like the look. Number 2, yellow gold Grand Seiko SBGW 258J. Bought new from the boutique. Case, hands, dial, finished, and Zaratsu polishing sublime. Extremely good alligator strap with the clasp, yes. This here, very, very, I think that's the older logo there. I think this was a reissue of past. But look, it's yellow gold. Nice piece. I honestly don't have a problem with that. Okay, moving right along, number 3, stainless steel Grand Seiko SBGR 321. The blue dial is mesmerizing, better and more striking than any Rolex Sunburst blue, although perhaps you'll be annoyed by that comment. No. I quite like it. I'm okay with that. So we have got 3 Grand Seikos. Number 4, we've got a stainless steel. Number 4, we've got a stainless steel Cartier. Now, this is a Cartier Santos Dumont, which is very, very reminiscent of the original Cartier Santos, which the very famous aviator, who he was a Brazilian dude, I think. Yeah. So this is named after him. Now, he says here, stainless steel Cartier Dumont, large size on the blue alligator strap. Do I have too many dress watches? Bear in mind, I rarely wear a full suit. This was a relatively inexpensive piece due to the quartz. It's quartz. Shit. It's quartz. Quartz movement. Okay, well, what do I think there? Look, I think it's probably, are the Grand Seiko's dress watches, or sort of, they're kind of scientist sort of watches, pseudo nerds. I kind of like it. I actually was going to say quite nice things, but quartz, yeah, that's a little bit concerning. Is that the large size? That might be the large. I don't know. Okay. So the Santos, I kind of like it. Like I mean, Cartier. It's a fashion brand. You bought it with quartz. Okay. Number 5, he's got a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage B20, 42 mil on blue rubber, 15% off the AD plus some freebies. Easily the most complimented out of all the watches, yet I rarely wear it. It's a beautiful watch, but 15% is pretty lousy. 15%. I'm sorry, James. That's not enough. Not enough in my book. Definitely, I wouldn't be doing that sort of yeah. Stay. That's enough. It is a very beautiful watch. I love the blue. I think the 42 is the perfect size. 15%. It's not a great discount. Okay. Then we've got Rolex Datejust 36 mil 126234 with black diamond dial. Needs little explanation. Probably the most comfortable of all my watches. A new style polished clasp is a scratch magnet. You gotta be careful with your watches. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? Are you touching steel with them? You know, I gotta be totally honest with you. Let me just grab my watch. I just took it off because I was just barbecuing. And people say the same thing with the Milgauss. It's got the polished center links, but I don't touch steel with it. I deliberately don't touch steel. It is Rolex steel, so it's about the best steel you can get there. It's actually that's a very nice watch. Number 7, we've got a Rolex Explorer 2 42mm, bought at excellent price. Appears unworn with full box and papers. New acquisition, yet already getting a lot of wrist time. Yeah, that is actually a very beautiful. I've got the same watch. I mean, hey, I think that is a fantastic piece to have. Then we've got number 8, a Rolex Explorer 1. This is the 214270 39mm. And this is the, I think it's got the T-Rex hands. The version with the slightly too short second hands and unloomed numerals. Yep. The archetypal Rolex, in my opinion, in either 36 or 39mm. Flies easily under the radar, yet remains very classy. Yes, yes, yes. Totally agree with you. Then we have here, then we've got a yellow gold Rolex Day Date 36mm, reference 128238 with diamond bezel. I don't know if that is actually I don't think that's a Rolex factory bezel. Some of my friends think it's too flashy and gaudy, but I think it's a stunner. I gotta tell you, the only thing I don't like about the day date there is the fact that it's non-Rolex bezel. That's the only thing. Have you still got the original bezel? Because I would be inclined to put the original bezel back on. Number 10, we've got a yellow gold Rolex 30 dial 16618, so pre-ceramic. Absolutely favorite of my collection. The blue bezel sets off the sapphire dial markers so beautifully, which in turn have wonderfully contrast with the champagne dial. People ask if it's aftermarket, and I tell them that it's indeed factory. Yes, 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 that's correct. The 30 dial has the sapphire and the diamonds. I've actually had one of these, believe it or not, many, many years ago. It wasn't actually mine. I was selling it for a dealer friend. And yeah, because the 30 dial is quite a powerful watch. Then three more watches. We've got a Hamilton PSR, 100% impulse purchase, but I had a lot of fun wearing it, and it's a conversation starter. Also get an excellent discount at the AD. I don't know if I'd really go the Hamilton. Okay. Then we've got a Omega Railmaster coaxial 40mm. I was quite taken by the vintage good looks of this piece. The bracelet looks and feels good too. Was purchased second hand, like new condition, at 60% off of retail. RIP the original buy. Yeah, that's disappointing, because it is actually a very beautiful watch. I like the Railmaster. Yes. That's Omega's answer to the Explorer 1. And then finally, we got a Tudor Black Bay Heritage steel and gold. I'm not a big fan of the steel and gold, I'm sorry. On leather strap. Have the original two-tone. Oh, good. Original two-tone bracelet. Gets hardly any wrist time these days, and it may be given away as a gift to a family member to prevent the resale value hit. Thanks again, Paul, or should I say Archie, for your time, and I look forward to the video. Okay, so having a look here, what do I think? I think it's a really nice collection for a young guy. It really is a special collection. It is special. I like the Grand Seikos, the SBGR261. I love it. I think that is a beautiful classic Grand Seiko. You've got the gold Grand Seiko, which I like, very retro 60s, and it's got the beautiful deployant clasp, absolutely beautiful. The steel with the blue, okay, so you've basically got three. I actually really like the Grand Seikos. They give me a warm, fuzzy feeling there. The Cartier, I kind of disappointed its quartz, disappointed. So I'm going to put a question mark next to the Cartier, okay? So if you know, what I would love you to have is if you had a gold mechanical Cartier, that would be beautiful. So if this was, but you know, it is what it is. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The Breitling, I hate the discount. Man, that's not enough. 15% ain't enough. I think the Breitling is beautiful. The Breitling is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love the Datejust. The Datejust with the black diamond dial, beautiful. Explorer 2, I really do love. Explorer 1, you're very lucky to have that. That's a beautiful watch, that there. The Day-Date, I'm a little bit cheesed off. That's an aftermarket bezel. I hope you've got the original bezel. That's the only thing I would say. I don't like aftermarket. If it was a proper Rolex bezel, it would have a different reference number. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't like that aftermarket sort of stuff there. The 30 dial sub, beautiful. It's a lovely sub. It's vintage, so look after it. The Hamilton, what do I think of the Hamilton? Yeah, it's a retro throwback. It's okay. Don't buy any more. Enough. That's enough. As far as the rail, I actually like the Railmaster. That's a beautiful watch. And as for the two-tone, the two-tone GMT, that is, I also would put a question mark next to that. I'd possibly sell it. Just sell it. Don't be too cocky giving these things away to loser relatives. That's possibly what I would do. So I gotta tell you, it is actually a very nice collection. There's some really nice things in this collection. The only question marks are the Quartz Santos Cartier, the two-tone Black Bay, and the aftermarket bezel. That's the only question marks here. So besides that, it's pretty good. So you asked if I could give me your thoughts. Okay, I've done that. Would you get rid of any pieces? Okay, well, I've just mentioned that there. Or maybe anything to round off the collection. Look, I think you've got a really nice collection. I think if you got rid of the Tudor, I'd possibly replace it with a Speedmaster, an Amiga Speedmaster Man on the Moon, or, well, they're not that cheap, but I would possibly replace it with a Zenith Chronomaster. Get the classic, the tri-eyes, the color, you know, the gray, the blue, the red eyes. That's what I would. Well, is it gray, red? What is it? What's it? You know the one I mean, the tri-colored registers. The other one would be a Breguet Type 20, would be very cool to have there as a chronograph. Okay. I wonder if I have too many Grand Seikos. To be honest with you, I actually think they're really nice. They're quality, beautiful watches. No, I would actually keep everyone. I like them. I like them. And I'd quite like to add a JLC or a Patek. What I would probably do is, I reckon, yes, get rid of the Cartier. It's quartz. We can't own quartz. Quartz is kind of antimatter. Sell that and get a JLC Reverso, tribute to 1931, the black dial, or a Patek 5196. 5196 Patek Calatrava would be beautiful. I think the collection is actually pretty good. Is it too random? No. Or eclectic? No. I don't think it is at all. I think it's actually quite nice. Besides, the Cartiers, you can get out of the Cartier, get out of the Tudor, put the bezel back, and hey, you're in business in no time. Guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. I'm the Pontiff. Guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. I really depend on these paid reviews to keep me on the YouTube. Please consider getting a paid review done for Archie. And I'd really like to see your review. I'll be honest with you. This one's actually a beautiful... He's got money. You can see he's got moolah. You can see he's got moolah. You wouldn't be buying that sort of stuff if you didn't have moolah. So good on him. Good luck to him there. Nice collection. I actually like it. It's got some beautiful pieces. Don't sell the Grand Seikos. Don't sell the Rolex. And put that bezel back. I don't like aftermarket mucking around there. Put the bezel back and you're good to go. You put the bezel back, you're good to go. There is no problems. Okay, guys, remember, get a paid review, guys. Get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. I'll tell you what I think. The good, the bad, the ugly. You can share it with your friends. Remember, guys, I also do Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month. And you can pay more, $5, $10 a month. And it's like a residual. And guys, it keeps me here because without your support, I couldn't make these vids. Okay, guys, see ya in the next one. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.